The sack artist has been secured. David Bailey is heading to Texas Tech. And boy, did Texas Tech just pick up one of the best players on the defensive side of the ball in the transfer portal, in my opinion. I'm Nathan Johnston, here with my co-host, Brad Hopkins. It's time to break the huddle. Brad, as I mentioned, huge pickup for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. This is a guy coming over from Stanford of all schools, so you know he's smart, first of all. What are the Red Raiders getting in a guy like David Bailey?
A guy, to me, when I think about it, he wreaks havoc. I mean, that's immediately, I watched some highlights of him. Just Nate collapse in the pocket. He's powerful. He's got very, very good speed. He just wreaks havoc on the pocket, on quarterbacks. 23 TFLs in his career, 14 and a half sacks, 7 forced fumbles. This he's a playmaker. I mean, what else can we say? You mentioned going to Stanford, the IQ is going to be high on the field and off the field. Stanford's missing this guy. Obviously, Troy Taylor leaves, and man, it was, I want to say, it was less than 24 hours. This guy was in the portal, and immediately you saw this guy was a top 5 portal guy. SEC programs were going after him, and Texas Tech, with that big NIL fund that they have, they were able to land him. Hats off to Joey McGuire, one of my favorite coaches. Nate, I'm once again, we are going to talk about, our previews. Texas Tech's got a good thing going there in Lubbock in the Big 12, and this guy's big. Big 12 not known for defensive play, but if you've got, to me, especially in the Big 12, where it's an offensive league, but if you've got one of these elite defensive guys, to me, you can take over the league a little bit, and you can, you're probably talking about Texas Tech and Arizona State as kind of the favorites. Look, this guy's a game changer. This guy might have really equaled the playing field.
100% agree, and you nailed it on the head. A dynamic player who's just a game wrecker.
Yeah.
And the guy he reminds me of, an NFL comparison, speaking of the Raiders, Max Crosby. This guy is just physical at the point of attack. He's not afraid to get. I was going to say something, but I was going to have to pause. He's not afraid to just push that offensive line back. He can speed rush you. He can shift, around the offense. He's just, man, he's so explosive. And when you turn on the tape, like you said, he just wreaks havoc. I watched him just destroy, and I'm drawing a blank on the quarterback's name, Riley Leonard. He just destroyed Riley Leonard. He destroys plays, and he blows it up. And you need a playmaker like that, because guess what? Not only is he a special player, but when you get a guy like that in your locker room, it's only going to elevate the play of the rest of the guys around him.
Absolutely. You perfectly said. Something else, and we mentioned this, but the 23 tackles for loss, that tells me he's strong against the run too, or, also shows that he has got some relentless pursuit to go track down ball carriers. And then the 7 forced fumbles, like I said, this guy's a playmaker on defense. I mean, when you think about that, Nate, a guy that we're familiar with, when you think about that kind of stat line where he's just not rushing the quarterback, where he is getting TFLs, where he is getting forced fumbles, Jarvis Jones is a guy that comes to my mind, a guy that could affect the game really when it comes to turnovers, but also against the run too. I think this guy's going to wreak havoc on the Big 12. I really do. He dominated the ACC last year. I know you were watching highlights. You mentioned Riley Leonard. I saw him blow up Kyle McCord from Syracuse a few times. Big 12 offensive lines, watch out. Especially what we said, it's a league that throws the football. If I'm an OC, I'm doubling with a guard. I'm chipping with a tight end. You got to keep a hat on this guy.
Call me crazy, Brad. I'm going to say this on the tape. Come next NFL draft 2026, this guy makes it to the first round.
Wow, I could see it, honestly. Yeah,
this is that type of playmaker, and you're going to see his explosive play this season. This won't be the last time we talk about this guy.
Definitely not.
I hope, in consideration for him, I hope Texas Tech makes it to the Big 12. It's not going to be an easy road. There's a lot of teams in the Big 12 that I think could surprise some people this year and make it to the Big 12 championship game. But Texas Tech is one of those teams that's right at that cusp where they can just get over the hump.
Right.
I think they can really, really explode onto the scene. This is going to be an interesting year for the Texas Tech Raiders. But one thing that we know for sure, David Bailey coming to campus, coming into town, into Lubbock, that dude's going to be a star in the making. And like I said, I truly believe he is a first-round pick next year in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Absolutely. I agree.
If you're a Texas Tech fan, let us know down in the comments what you think about this explosive, dynamic edge rusher and David Bailey with over 111 tackles, and the biggest thing that stands out to me, 14 and a half sacks. Can he get you over that hump? Can he get you to the Big 12 championship game that you've been so desperately hoping for in recent years? Be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like this video and turn on that bell notification so you can stay up to date when we post our latest content. We'll see you next week. It's time to break the huddle.